Now, I won't be covering the various points of interest. You can find those on the mini-map easy enough. This is one I tried to do a long time ago when we first got here, and it was hidden behind this wonderful little jumping puzzle. There's really not much to say. This puzzle is straightforward enough. It's got one tricky jump on it, at least that I experienced. I actually had to do this a couple of times. Nothing major. The tricky jump is not this one, but the next one. Although you can have a little bit of trouble if you can't figure out the jump and then press forward trick. Don't know why it works, but for the most part it does. That's the tricky jump there. And as you can see, you can be safe if you overshoot it, so feel free. The rest of these jumps were easy and straightforward. If there's one thing I can appreciate about this game is that they did take a lot of effort to make these areas look very good. Now the next one is over here, still on that first floor. And it's another short jumping puzzle, but this one is straightforward and easy. Again, it's on top of a building, so it can be a little confusing. It's up there, and it took me a little bit to figure out that I can jump and walk up here. It's not entirely straightforward, but a lot of things you can jump on you wouldn't expect to jump on. Now, there's plenty of other things I did. I did a lot of wandering around to get the points of interest, just so I can show what happens when you do 100% an area. But on the bottom... No, not even at the bottom. This is just on the same level, apparently. There's another one. It's over here. Don't know why I missed this one. I just didn't. We are now halfway through the vistas, and the rest are, for the most part, fairly straightforward. First off, I'm going to show that I actually did get my crafting skills this time around. In the Glade, second to bottom floor, there's this area, which would be roughly right below where we were prior. And there's one of each crafting trainer down here. I had a fun time trying to find each of them. The two I'm looking for are the weaponsmith and the armorsmith. I did not know, but the armorsmithing is right over there to my left, but we'll get around to that after we get the weaponsmithing, excuse me. It's right over here. It's fairly straightforward to get a crafting skill.
At your service.
You just say, teach me, and you become. It's really that simple. Now, there's a lot of things you can do with crafting. The main thing is you will want to buy some tin ore, because apparently that is not harvestable. But armorsmithing has the exact same similarity.
Seek and you shall find.
And it's just that simple. Now the next vista was on the way down. This is through one of the back tunnels. This one is the northern tunnel that goes down, and it is just over here. Now I'm leaving my failed attempt because this shows that camera angles... Not all these puzzles can be completed with a behind the back camera. So I'm going to be doing some side jumping. This is very easy and straightforward. Just keep your camera steady, and your side-to-side movements will hopefully be enough to get you over to where normal jumping works. Now, this next vista is rather interesting. I think there's another way to do it other than the one I chose. It is up there, and I decided to take an unorthodox strategy. I wasn't able to figure out how to get directly behind it, although it seems there is a way. I decided I was going to jump at it from above. Proof that thinking outside the box works, folks. This is proof. Now we're going to cut to the last vista, which is located on one of the ramps up from this lowest level. As I was trying to figure out what I'm supposed to do next.
Look what's coming this way. How old do you think she is?
Now, it's just over here. Up this ramp. And there's a little jumping puzzle you wouldn't notice right here. You'd think the mushrooms are just for decoration, but no, they're quite often platforms. So they serve a dual purpose. Jumping puzzle and decoration. That was the hardest jump right there. Right here, actually, is the hardest jump. I'm not sure what made me get it, but I got it. Now, we do get a reward for getting all the quests, points of interest, vistas, and skill challenges done in an area. However, here we don't have any quest or skill challenges, so there's just this one last point of interest, which is right over here. And what you get for it is actually an interesting item. We get transmutation items, which, believe it or not, are a wonderful thing. They allow you to keep the look of an item while combining the stats of another item. As I'll use later to show, this actually came in useful for keeping a very distinctive greatsword. Very distinctive. But we'll be continuing outside the Glade next time. And we'll see you next time. This is Stomping Llama, signing out.